Hey guys, and welcome back to Inside Investing, and today we're going to be showing you what the ETF portfolio goal is, because we've been showing you the insights of our portfolio, and today we're going to be showing you what our vision is for our ETF portfolio. So we're very excited about this one, so let's get right to it. Let's go. So guys, as you know, we've been investing at DEGIRO, and this is a quick snapshot that I took of our investment portfolio. So this showcases the current value of our portfolio. So we see around a balance of around 1.6k, meaning that we currently have around 1.4k of shares in our portfolio, and we've got 162 euros available to trade and a total profit of around 164 euros. You see that we've mainly have got some ETFs in our portfolio, so a lot of different ones. So we see digital security, global clean energy, the Bitcoin as well. And then I think below of the list, the bottom of the list are two biggest staples. So these are VWRL and the S&P 500. So these are all of the ETFs that we currently have in our portfolio. But as you see, as of now, it's still only ETFs. So as you know, we might be buying some more Coca-Cola in the short future, but at least for now, we only have ETFs. So also for you to know, if you want to start investing, then we have a link down in the description for you to start investing today. So please use that link if you want to also start investing. Also, by the way, if you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so. That helps out the channel grow so much. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing if you haven't done so already. And then this is the biggest one, guys, our goal. So what is our next goal? I think we've hit like 1k invested a couple of months ago, and now our next biggest goal is 10k. So 10k is going to be our next goal that we really want to reach, and we're also going to be quickly showing you in a second what the timeline is going to be for us investing this amount of money. But for now, this is going to be our goal. So I've quickly put in a table the products that we have, the description, the percentage, and the value as well. So as you see right here, the key ETFs, this should be around 70% of our portfolio. And that mainly consists of VWRL and the S&P 500. These are the two staples, the key ETFs that we call them, that we want to have in our investment portfolio. This should be around 7k if we need 10k of money invested in our portfolio. So the 7k is really what we want to have split across VWRL and the S&P 500, guys. These are the two keys, the key ETFs that we have in our portfolio. These are the ones that we really want to have, making up the largest section of our portfolio. Then the next one, the next bucket, I would say, is the specific ETFs. So these are ETFs, for example, the real estate one that I showed you earlier, as well as the semiconductors. We've got something around clean energy, of course. We've got a lot of different ETFs that cover some more specific markets, I would say. Although these top two really cover a lot of companies. For example, VWRL covers around 3,700 different companies. These are specific focused, the specific ETFs are focused on a specific market, for example, real estate. So this is around 15% of our portfolio. So once we reach that 10k mark, this should be around 1.5k invested in these ETFs. Then the next one, these are the fun shares, as we call them. So this is for example, Coca-Cola, Apple, Tesla. So these are the big companies that we just want to have just for the fun of it. Also just to showcase to you how these specific shares compare against these ETFs that we have, because these are of course buckets of companies in comparison with just one company. So then we can also really show to you, for you just to learn how they compare. So how is the profit? Can you make more profit if you, for example, only invest in Coca-Cola shares or in Apple shares, if you compare it to, for example, the total S&P 500, which of course covers a lot more than only Apple. So this should be around 5%. This is also just more for, let's say, that the fun of it, also just to showcase to you how we do it and what our experiences are. Of course, guys, if you want to start investing, as we've told you before, please do your own research and only invest the money that you can afford to lose. And then the last bucket, this is really, a fun bucket as well. It's the cryptos. And for now, that should only be the Bitcoin ETN. This is, I think, honestly also the only ETN that we can very easily trade at this point in time using DEGIRO. This also has a very low fees as well. So that's why we definitely love the Bitcoin ETN. I think honestly at this point in time, this is also our biggest winner in our portfolio as well. This has the biggest returns. So adding around 10%, making up the total of 100%, of course. And that means that that's around 1K of value in our portfolio, coming up to the 10K point. So this is the first goal that we really want to achieve. But then the question, of course, is when do we want to achieve this? So what's going the timeline to be? Well, as you know, I think we invest on average around 150 euros per month. So that would mean that we probably need to be investing around 8 years to achieve the 10K mark. We do think that that's going to be a little bit too long. We really want to add up the investments that we're doing currently. So we want honestly to achieve this goal already in 5 years. That should be feasible. Of course, it depends on our personal situation as well, guys. As you know, we're also just working, so it definitely matters as well how much money we are making. Are we getting a bonus? And we also want to sort of make it easy for you to also follow along. So we're not going to be all of a sudden investing 5K a month, because that's not really feasible for most people. So we want to make it a really achievable and very realistic portfolio. So guys, that's going to be the timeline. And if you want to see that happening, then definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. That helps out the channel support so much. And then the next step for us is of course going to be that we're going to be buying way more ETFs. We're going to really step up our game in investing in the S&P 500 and VWRL, but also in those specific ETFs that we've been talking about. As you've seen in your portfolio updates, also the one from November. Of course, we do have quite some different ETFs, but we really want to step up our game and buy more of these ETFs as well. So if you want to see that happening, definitely subscribe to the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Let's go.